Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is the JR Wisdom channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos. With that being said, guys, let's just jump right into it. So this video talked about something similar to this in the past, but I wanted to touch on this today, and it's how to effectively communicate with women for your peace and hers. So this is something that many of us, including myself, couldn't understand. Many dudes don't understand, and many women don't even know at the end of the day. They just feel some type of way and they feel like their guy's not listening. And as far as dudes, we're like, this broad is needy. She don't know how to communicate. She always starting trouble. She always starting issues. She's telling our business, or she's trying to start an argument, all these different things. And it really just boils down to like two things at the end of the day. So the first thing that you need to understand about women is that women talk things out. Dudes, we like to just sit back. You know, we're really like to be to ourselves and think about things, or you talk about things with your homeboys, so on and so forth. And you'll just leave it at that. Women, they'll talk about stuff with their girlfriends, with their sisters, with their mothers, relatives, co-workers, male work husbands, if you will. And they'll tell all these problems and they'll talk it out till they get over it. And this is how a lot of times women are it's so easy for women to move on after they've dumped you or they ghosted you and things like that, because they have someone else that they're able to talk to, or they're able to pour all of these feelings and these emotions into that are actually listening. And a lot of times it could be another dude. And that's how things come up, where that dude's that listening ear, she confides in him, and in exchange for that, she gives the buns to him. You know what I'm saying? It happens a lot, and you wonder, how does that go? But all he did was offer that listening ear. And the thing about women is, when they feel safe and secure, the legs open at the end of the day. So that's how it works. That's how a lot of dudes play the game, you know, and they're there for her in that aspect. So what we also need to understand about women is that women talk, or they communicate in innuendo, or with innuendo. They'll say a certain thing, but they're non-direct. They're not just going to come out a lot of times unless they're super pissed off and angry and belligerent and things like that. Then they'll come out and say, but a lot of times women don't communicate directly and tell you what's wrong. So many times you guys may have been in a situation with your girl, so on and so forth. And let me make this, you know, as straightforward as possible. This is for women that you're actually in a relationship with, or, you know, is giving you some sort of sexual attention or some sort of attention that you need. You're just not being a therapist for random women and giving them non-sexual attention and being their therapist and things like that. And she going home to Tyrone, and Tyrone, you know, pounding her guts out at the end of the day. And you sitting there simping. This is for a woman who you're basically getting something out of at the end of the day. You know, you can get mad if you want as a woman that may be watching this, but you can't just be being her therapist while dude is just doing his thing, you know, at the end of the day. So if she comes home or calls you or whatever, and a lot of times you want to do things face to face, you don't want to basically just brush her off a lot of times. You want to have her get whatever it is off her chest. Women like to talk, if you don't know. Women like to gossip. Women like to talk. Women like to get things off their chest. So if you see something's bothering her, or she feels like she wants to talk to you, or she's calling you to talk to you, you say, you know, like, ask her what's on your mind. Seems like something's bothering you. You know what I mean? What's happening? And if she does happen to start talking, you tell her, you know, keep talking. You ask her questions. You engage her while you're talking to her. Oh, yeah? Oh, word? That's what happened? How could they do that? So on and so forth. What's wrong with them? Babe, you better than that. You know, you throwing out encouraging stuff along the way. And if she stops talking throughout the process, you be like, nah, finish. Yo, what else? And keep going, just like a story. What else? I want to hear more. Are you serious? What's going on? And you keep talking till she gets it all out. You're basically having her purge herself of these issues that's bothering her at the end of the day. And when she's all done getting all of this stuff out, then it's like you just lifted that weight up off of her. And then she's like putty in your hands at the end of the day. This isn't manipulation. This is just communication, the proper way to communicate with women. And she becomes putty literally in your hands at this point to mold as you see fit, and you get, you know, whatever. So the best thing, like I said before, is you want to, if this is your girl, you know, by all means do it over the phone, but you preferably want to do it face to face. So you call her, tell her come by the crib, or if you're already at the house when she gets home, you know, if she drinks wine or her beverage of choice, have it, you know, for her when she shows up. You know, welcome her in, put her feet up on your lap. You know what I'm saying? Talk to her, you know, have her get all that stuff out. The same thing I just said earlier. And you'd be amazed what comes out of that. This woman will treat you like a king at this point. But on the flip side of it, let's just say you asking her, she's got a problem. She's acting stink around the house, you know, just walking around like moping, you know, so on and so forth. And you ask her, yo, what's bothering? What's the problem? Oh, nothing. Or just giving you the silence. No, nothing's wrong. But there's clearly something wrong, right? When you're dealing with a woman that's childish like this and doesn't want to communicate properly, all you do is say, hey, I'm attempting, you know, we're adults at the end of the day. There's obviously something bothering you. You know, I want to help out. I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to communicate with you so that as a couple within this relationship that we have going on, I don't want to have a point where we're not discussing any issues in this relationship, and we should be able to talk to each other about this. If you don't want to talk about it, hey, I'm not going to press it, but I'm not about to, you know, put myself in this situation where I'm feeling all of this negative energy. So I'm just going to remove myself from this situation altogether until you feel like talking. And if she's just like that on the regular, then you need to just get rid of her, because you shouldn't be dealing with someone who can't communicate and isn't able to express their feelings even after you're trying to communicate. That's a child at the end of the day. So that's that. Now, on the other side of that, as far as communication, you have women that are contentious. You have women that are argumentative. You have women that are belligerent, trying to start fights, trying to argue, always trying to bring some drama into it. And a lot of times this can be, you know, the way to know this is a lot of times this woman may be frustrated that she's not getting enough attention from you. She's not getting enough attention, so she'll start an argument sometimes. I'm just saying, there are some women who are just batshit crazy, and that's the only time they feel normal is being in a dysfunctional relationship where they have to argue. So with that is, you just have to give her that attention that she needs and let that be that. But if she's constantly trying to start an argument, whether you're on the phone, once again, you let her know that you're not going to tolerate this. You know, we're adults. Don't talk to me like this. Don't raise your voice to me. I'm a man at the end of the day. We're both adults. You're a woman. You don't talk to me like this. We can communicate and we can talk later. Other than that, I'm done with this conversation at this point. And that'd be that. You get off the phone or you separate yourself from the situation. And either she's going to get on the level that you're on or she's not. But once again, you shouldn't have to tolerate that drama. We're all adults. We communicate like adults. So that's that. I want to close out on this by saying either one of these, you should be trying to take the pressure off. You should be lighthearted with a lot of these things a lot of times. If she's angry and upset, that's one way to take the pressure off. Be angry, upset, crack a joke. You know, anything like that, just to try and take the pressure off, or, you know, things like this. Do things like this. You know what I'm talking about. You know what makes her laugh. You know what, you know, pinching her or whatever, slapping her ass, stuff like that, just to take the pressure off. It changes the mood. You should be like children when you're with each other anyway. That's how it should be. So In my opinion, that's how you effectively communicate with women for peace, whether she's being contentious or whether, you know, there's things going on in the household or in her life and she feels like she has to talk about it, because women have to talk about their issues. They don't keep them bottled up a lot of times. That's them being in their masculine if they keep them bottled up. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos. Make sure you guys share this video as well. Comment, let me know what you think below. If you want to book a one-on-one with yours truly, hit me up on Calendly as well. And check out these videos that are popping up on the screen. Peace be upon you and the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.